been using this stand here to practice bow hunting all season and get ready over the summer. And I'm gonna pull it down, and we got a bottom over here we're gonna go sit it in. There's a few fresh scrapes, and it's a good travel corridor because it's a funnel where 5 different trails meet into one. And I figure we'll go set the stand up over there, go on a mock scrape or two, try to antagonize some of the bigger, more mature bucks around here. I've already tagged out, but Heather hasn't, so try to set it up for her. I got some nice ones on a camera. She might can somehow incorporate that into the video.
Maybe.
That way y'all can see.
Yeah. Sweet.
What we use.
Got it.
And I just want to dribble a little bit here on the rim. And let it drip down into the scrape. And what that'll do is that'll go into the ground. You don't want to use the whole bottle. Just want a few drops in that fresh earth. And what that's going to do is that's going to tell the dominant buck somebody else is in here trying to take advantage of his spot, because we're going to set up 3 mock scrapes on his scrape line. And it's just, I mean, I got bucks on the wall to prove that it works, so I'm not too worried about other people's opinions. But if you got a better idea, comment it, tell us, and we'll try that next time. You can shoot him.
Yeah, you can see the lines.
It could be a spike, I don't know.
I don't know either.
But it could be a spike, but we got big enough ones on camera to believe that it's a big buck.
We'll see. We'll check the trail camera and see what we see. This is that other nice one. And look at that.
Look at where his horns wrapped around the backside.
Yeah, hopefully it's a nice one. Might be that weird one. I mean, he's definitely the oldest buck in here. You can see it came all the way up here. Where his tines hit.
Set all this down.
I'm gonna put the scrape right on the edge of one of the pre-existing scrapes that's been there.
And that's the newest one they just made.
Well, that's hard to get drops out of this thing. Cause
Yeah.
it's like, I thought it was a little top.
No.
That's a lot.
No, that's fine. Just, I'd call that
I
good.
just rub that a little bit on there.
Yeah.
That didn't get on the scrape. It got
That's fine. Close enough.
right there.
And then our camera's right there.
We're gonna check trail cam pictures right now and see what was on here making.
I know it's not a cell cam, guys. Give us a break on it. That's my bad.
It works really good though.
Cheap cameras, old trucks. We're doing good. Now we just gotta find some big bucks.
I saw a decent buck last night, but it's too dark. Alright.
She saw a big buck.
I'm not lying. What kind of camera is that again?
That's a Wild Game Innovation.
I'll tell you what, I think it works great. I don't care if it ain't expensive cell camera. These are little Moultrie.
There's probably not gonna be a whole bunch on it, but
It's only been a couple days. I know we're gonna have some bucks though. Oh, that was us.
that's me. Squirrel. Got a nice squirrel on there.
I can't think. Yeah, just a little guy.
Oh man, that's a monster.
Yeah,
that's what
a
we're
trophy.
after. No.
So it is dang cold outside, so I'm set up here in the house. The one video I had wanted to tell you guys about while we were checking trail cameras was Ryan, the one who's helping me, my boyfriend. We went and checked the one trail camera by where he shot a buck, and he unfortunately didn't get that on video, but I will put in this little clip. He was videoing before the buck came in. He was videoing some does, and then you can see up in the crotch of a tree where this buck starts coming in. And so I'll share that with you a little bit because you didn't get that on video. It's a lot easier to get a doe on video than it is a buck because you're not as nervous. What we're gonna do now, since we're done doing all the stuff outside, is I'm gonna include just here on the tail end a little deer recipe for you, coming from Mississippi, straight from him. Mwah.
You're gonna cut all the fat and gristle and junk off, and you want to take that and throw it to your garbage disposal and be done with it. And if anybody says giving raw meat to your dog is bad, oh well, he ain't dead yet. Over skin off, do not want that. Again, garbage disposal.
Yeah, these are nice and thin already. These are the butterfly chops. That's a round steak. So these are gonna probably be a heck of a lot better than that.
Besides leaving all the silver skin, which is this junk here, is a good idea. It makes it gamey, and it ain't good. And what I do is just to get it a little more manageable size. Some of them I'm gonna split down. We're gonna heavily apply garlic powder to the meat. That, from what my grandma says, takes away the gaminess. You gotta do several things to make deer meat not taste horrible. One that my family has always done is cut all silver skin, filmy layers of anything off, and we always soak it in water for, I don't know, probably about 5 days. We shoot a deer, we keep it on ice and water for about 5 days. And what that does is that gets draws a lot of the blood out. If you're shooting a rutting buck, you can still eat it. You just gotta get all that testosterone and blood out of it. If you don't, it's probably gonna taste horrible. But same with a boar hog, same with anything. You can eat it, you just gotta know how to properly season it, properly cook it. Then, I use Tony's Hashers, Creole seasoning. I'm from the South, so this is what we like. Yes, you can buy it in the North because I'm in Pennsylvania and that's where I bought it. Personally, the only seasoning I would use. So, I'm sure there's other stuff people like. You don't have to use this. Use whatever seasoning you like. You don't have to season it at all. It's your opinion, your choice, your meat, I don't care. It's just how we do it.
Smells good.
If you put too much on there, it's gonna be spicy. I put mine a little heavier than most people.
Why is it spicy?
Then you want to flip the meat over, do the exact same thing all over again. So we season the meat first before we put it in flour. That way it holds the seasoning. I know people who add seasoning to the flour. I find it doesn't have as much flavor that way, so I season it before I put it in flour. Some people do an egg batter, don't. It's still good that way as well. So if you'd like to try, you can put yours in an egg batter. You're gonna put the meat in there, you're gonna flip it around. You ain't gotta do it pretty. It's not Gordon Ramsay's show, so just get it in there. It's gonna look like a mess for a minute. Just get all that covered in flour, and that, you know, come out looking like that. And that way, your meat comes out looking like that. It's got a nice even layer of flour all the way around it. And then you want to get your grease hot.
Use peanut oil. Put in about, I don't know, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch of oil. You don't want to put too much.
In order to find out if your grease is hot enough, my personal way of doing it, drop a little bit of flour in there, it's sizzling, and it's ready to go. Now this is the dangerous part for some people, so don't get burned. If you get burned, I didn't tell you to do it. I just gently drop it in there. You don't want to just throw it in there because then it's going to splash up. Burn you, burn other people. While you're doing this, don't have kids around. That way they don't get hurt. Frying stuff in grease can result in burns. So.
You giving a disclaimer so we don't get sued?
Yep, pretty much. People try to get money off anything nowadays. Joke's on y'all, you can't get blood out of a turnip. That means I ain't got no money, so don't try to sue me. Well, you want to get deer meat, you want to get it kind of brown on one side, flip it over, brown the other side, and then it's pretty much done. You don't want to overcook it, because then it'll be too tough to eat. And nobody wants to chew on something for an hour.
Got it on about medium-high heat. And then if you could only smell how good it smells. It smells so good. And then I saw a recipe on TikTok of this Cajun dude making this recipe of stuff that you can dip anything in. So I made some yesterday when we made some wings on the grill. It is so good. It tastes like Raising Cane's chicken sauce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little spicier.
Yeah, there's a little. I could add more Tony's and it would be spicy, but we're gonna try the deer dipped in that then. So we'll video that and you can see if it's good, if it's not good. But I'm about 99% sure it's gonna be perfect. There we go.
Now what you gonna do? What my dad always did: pull it out, stick it on a paper towel. That'll take all the excess oil off the meat. So you're not eating a bunch of greasy peanut oil covered meat. Flour's messy, so you're gonna make a mess.
So make sure you make as much mess as possible.
Yep, you gotta give your girlfriend something to do, or she won't be happy.
Yep, yeah,
Always
be
gotta
happy.
have something to clean for her to be happy.
Yeah, right. It's good. It smells good. Hold on.
Do you even cook if you don't?
Hold on. Our meat's just about done. There it is. Right? So I got out that sauce I was talking about. I labeled it the Cajun everything sauce. So we'll see. We're gonna get some of this out in a little dish and then we're gonna see how good it is with that deer dipped in it. We're gonna try this. Here it is. Good old fried deer steak. Yeah, I'll try it first. I'll get this little butterfly piece and rip it in half. It's so good. I really want to try it. It's awesome. If you dip it in that sauce, you wouldn't even know you're eating deer meat.
Yeah.
Like, that sauce would be so good with some like fried fish or something, but I like this. We're a meat and potatoes type of people. We don't have sides. We have meat.
Yeah, sometimes we make sides, but I work a lot. She works a lot. So when we can sit down together and eat, that's what we do.
Sauce. Oh, what delicious. That's perfect.